Shawn, what's it mean for you to get this kind of fight again?
You know what? It's what I said. He's been looking for a big fight for a long time. I know other people look at his resume and may not feel like at the point in time when he fought certain fighters that they weren't the biggest fights that could be made, but I assure everyone here this is the biggest and best fight he can be in probably ever. Probably ever.
You have the benefit of the close fights, so many close fights, and some of them have gone against you, some of them you've won. How can you use that to your advantage to make sure that if it is a close fight, you win it?
It becomes an advantage when you don't get the nod in some of those fights. When you lose it, I think it forces you to look at every dimension and everything that you did or did not do to that may have cost you to lose that fight. So even though fights were close for me and I lost those fights, I think if they're close and I win, I may not look at them the same, So definitely a lot of advantages coming from the adversities I've had in terms of having not won some of those close fights that I lost. I think that you see where you lost that, and small tweaks, small adjustments here and there, and you're looking at a win, and that's what I expect to do against Terence Crawford.
It seems like it's the importance of every second, the amount of activity that you're going to bring forth.
Yep. My fights are not 3-minute fights. They're you break that down to 60. That's 180 seconds. My every second of every round means something for me because I'm always moving and I'm always trying to create something in the ring. And I think that when you're not used to that type of tempo, that type of pace, in terms of trying to prepare for it, you may miss something in preparation, So I think that's always going to be an advantage for me. My pace, my tempo, the understanding that I fight 180 seconds of every round, not in spurts of a 3-minute round. And that's a big adjustment that he's going to have to make. It's not up to me to tell him that. It's not up to me and my dad to tell Bomac that. It's up to them to understand that.
So, which win of Terence's throughout his career impressed you the most?
Funny you asked that. The fight he had with Jose Benavidez, I believe that was his first fight at 147 pounds. Even at that point, it might have second or so fight at 147, but even at that point, I wasn't sure if I wanted to fight him because of like our friendship, and we had made a decision, X amount of years ago. Hey, don't let your promoter, my promoter. That's if we fight, we'll fight because we want to. Sitting there by myself watching the fight with Jose Benavidez, and when I saw him in that 12th round do what he did to Jose, I sat back just like this. I said, man, I might have to fight this dude. It doesn't get any better than that. And he's just been dominant ever since that fight. So way back when he fought Jose Benavidez, that's when I was really started to turn my wheels of getting in the ring with Terence Crawford. I guess. I think maybe the most challenging. We saw some challenges there against the Mean Machine. I felt like TGV took a shot at the Mean Machine right there, but there was some adversity there for Terence in that fight, and I think some things to take a look at for ourselves in terms of how to reach that kid and touch that kid and what we can put him on his butt with.
You fight against him. Did you think that was a knockdown?
It was a knockdown. Don't even ask me. Everybody knew that the Mean Machine knocked down Terence Crawford.
Shawn, you guys faced off. Then you started smiling. What did he tell you? What did you tell him?
I don't know what was going on with that, man. I don't know. I don't know whether or not I should read into it. Maybe I'll revisit it later. But he says, I'm laughing because you said see you later, bud. And I said, well, hey, this is later. Nothing but pleasantries up here. But like he said, November 20th, ain't no thing for me to put that aside. And definitely gonna take respect for him in the ring. How could I not? But at the same time, I'm looking at him like he's just another adversary for me.